Lenny's former Baldwin County District Attorney David Whetstone has tried dozens of cases that involved intense scrutiny and attention from the public. He says television viewers as well as print media consumers want to hear a captivating, intriguing, dramatic story. And in the case of Casey Anthony, that is certainly what happened.
At the time, it was the worst school shooting in American history.
There were a total of 15 bodies. There were 11 males and 4 females.
While people grieve, questions turn to the motive
I'm gonna pull out a goddamn shotgun and blow your damn head off!
that drove these young men to murder,
I'll rip off your goddamn head!
and whether warning signs were missed.
When you start putting all these pieces together to the puzzle, then you're saying, boy, there's a red flag.
The questions and answers. The story behind the Columbine massacre on The Final Report.
One suicide and a double murder involving WWE champion and star Chris Benoit. His friends, colleagues, and law enforcement are trying to figure out exactly what happened at his Georgia home the weekend of June 22nd. Excuse me. Benoit apparently strangled his wife, Nancy, and suffocated their 7-year-old son, Daniel, and then hanged himself.
6.5 years after Kitty and Jose Menendez were shotgunned to death in their Beverly Hills mansion, a Los Angeles County jury has found their 2 sons guilty of their murders. Lyle and Eric Menendez were convicted of first-degree murder with special circumstances, which makes them eligible for the death penalty. No television cameras were allowed inside the courtroom while the verdicts were being read, but author Dominic Dunn observed the Menendez brothers' reaction.
Eric and Lyle did not react in any way. I saw no tears from them. They did not look at each other.
Would you please stand and face the jury? Mrs. Robertson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, a felony upon Nicole Brown Simpson, a human being, as charged in count 1 of the information.
Name and how old you are?
My name is JonBenet Ramsey, and I'm 5'9".
The torture and killing of JonBenet Ramsey in her parents' home on Christmas night reverberated around the world. It made her the most famous murdered child in history, and her millionaire parents, accused of the killing, the most hated couple in America.
We, the jury, find John Bennett Ramsey liable for the wrongful death of JonBenet Ramsey.
John Ramsey liable. And as to Patsy?
We, the jury, find Patsy Ramsey liable for the wrongful death of JonBenet Ramsey.
Mid-June 2004. Prosecutors in the capital murder trial of Scott Peterson were trying to discredit Peterson's alibi for Christmas Eve 2002, the day his wife Lacey, 8 months pregnant, disappeared.
5 persons, including actress Sharon Tate, were found dead at the home of...
It's one of the most gruesome crimes in American history.
So much hate, so much blood.
The murders of 7 in Los Angeles, including a beautiful actress and a wealthy heiress.
There was this feeling all over LA that things had really gone bad suddenly.
Charles Manson was the force behind the killings, but it was his mistresses who had blood on their hands.
I felt absolutely nothing for her as she begged for her life and for the life of her baby.
Casey Anthony was viewed by some as a heartless murderer for the 3 years leading up to her murder trial.
For 3 years, 24 hours a day, there's something about it.
Former Baldwin County District Attorney David Whetstone says the world of cable television played a major role in that perception.
I do think that cable is beginning to jump to conclusions to sensationalize it. That was the story they wanted. They're beginning to believe that the story is greater than the truth. And I think the public is perceiving that, that sometimes they're hyping it.